Amazon reportedly tried to shut down a virtual event for workers to speak out about the company's coronavirus response by deleting employees' calendar invites. It seems Amazon considers that once you are large enough, bad PR is just the cost of the business. Amazon has never before been more vulnerable to unionization. If these guys ever want their fair share of the proceeds of their labor, they need to strike while the iron is hot. Pun intended. Maybe use personal calendars instead of putting it on the company calendar. If employees want to unionize, more power to you, but straight from the NLRB. Employees do not have a statutory right to use employers' email and other information technology, IT, resources to engage in non-work related communications. Don't be stupid about it. If you want to unionize, use your resources, not the company's. Or some random IT guy got a ticket for a termination request and removed their access. Can't host a meeting if you're not an employee, so all sent appointments got removed. They don't expect people to use their appointments for things not work related, and they are not going to read your appointments to determine if any should stay. We want to tell Amazon that we are sick of all this, sick of the firings, sick of the silencing, sick of pollution, sick of racism, and sick of the climate crisis. That's a strangely wide net. Where is the comment of common sense here? The article says the two people were fired a week ago, but the headline is that they tried to shut down the virtual event by deleting employees' calendar invites. When you're fired, they usually remove the Gmail account, or whatever they use, and this in turn will delete all calendar invites that user hosted. I think it's another headline trying to create controversy, when they don't know all the facts. I'm not saying what Amazon did is right or wrong, but let's not jump to whatever conclusions we want to just because it sounds good. Serious question: does anyone know the day-to-day operations or what Amazon has implemented in place to protect worker, or are you all just going off of second-hand information? And if so, can you enlighten me on how the company could improve the current situation? Honestly, as a current employee of Amazon, I feel they do a better job than what I have a big shopping chains. So, a huge company didn't allow coordination by a group against their interests via their own internal software? Gee. Almost like we need some outside forum. Not saying Amazon didn't do this, delete the calendar invites, but I wouldn't jump to the conclusion that Amazon 100% deleted the events. I train new employees. Since switching to online, several of my trainees have complained about calendar invites disappearing when they didn't actually disappear. When they accepted an invite via email, it would get automatically deleted from their email and added to their calendar. Some people said it was never added to their calendar, but a majority of people having this problem didn't even know how to access the calendar. LOL, allegedly. This is probably one person who had a glitch in their Outlook or accidentally hit the delete key. Then another person was like, I think that happened to me. And before you know it, Business Insider is like, can we talk to you? And now it's Amazon murders employees trying to survive. Amazon workers need to bring in a union. I just cancelled my Prime subscription. Is anyone gonna talk about how this picture makes his right eye smaller than his left eye and that makes his face really creepy? Companies are not actually people. Amazon cannot do anything. It's people doing the shitty stuff everywhere. Blame the people, not the facade which they hide behind. Their computers, their rules. Not saying workers shouldn't organize, but not like this. As an Amazon employee, let me say they have done great. The warehouse is basically a maze now of social distancing. Break room too. I'll likely get downvoted for asking, but we're always hearing about Amazon employees being unhappy with their working conditions. Why haven't they just quit already? Obviously that's harder now with COVID-19, but before all that craziness we were hearing these kinds of stories. Doesn't supply and demand of labor dictate that if Amazon is paying a subpar rate for the work they're asking for, that the labor will leave and then Amazon will have to raise their rate/improve their conditions to attract more labor? If that's the case, how has Amazon been able to grow their labor force rather than it shrinking basically every year for a decade? I'm not saying that employees should be subjected to dangerous or inhumane conditions. Unequivocally they should not, but I'm wondering why the supply/demand equilibrium appears to be broken if that's truly the case. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Orders a selfie stick, a 5-pound tub of Haribo's gummy bears, batteries, and a neck pillow designed for watch TV in bed sideways, all with Prime. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Well, to be fair, Amazon is currently only raking in record profits and benefiting from a record share price, so it would really hurt them to have workers who were treated like human beings. They need to unionize. 400 employees trying to organize against a 798,000 employee business. Sounds about right. I love Reddit. So many laughable comments. Times like these shows what leaderships are really like. It's called capitalism because it's a system that benefits capitalists. There should be a system that benefits society. I wonder what that would be called. Jeff Bezos, awful company that uses terms like customer obsession to justify their relentless drive for efficiency at the cost of employee well-being. COVID lockdowns and the increased demand for online goods has also shown a light on the limits of continuously pushing for efficiency to the point of harm and how little Amazon really values their employees. At my last job we used the Homebase app. All communication through that, so I never got my co-workers' numbers, we never got close, we never fixed any of the problems. We would never unionize, we never be a team. Ayo, fuck Amazon. Is this all happening in America? Cause in UK the measures were swift, strict, effective, and honestly amazing. Starting from social distancing in the warehouses to thermal cameras at the entrances and countless other adjustments in the processes, all focused on safety of employees. I stopped using Amazon a while ago. If this outrages you and using Amazon isn't your only option, due to budget or accessibility needs, then stop using them. It's not just Amazon that treat its workers like shit. Tomorrow will be the 4th week of going in for mandatory overtime, where on Sundays the bathroom doesn't get cleaned from the day before. It will stay filthy from the moment I walk in to when I leave. I've told upper management about this for the past 3 weeks. Not to say they didn't do it, but be careful of anything coming out of Business Insider, it's a complete dumpster fire. Full of clickbait. Because of exploiting employees I didn't order stuff on Amazon for years now. It was about employees who had to pee in plastic bottles, because they were not allowed to do long breaks, going to the restroom. But this post gives me motivation to not use Amazon a few more years. Thanks. Did they plan it on company time and to occur during work hours? Look like I'm fucking done with Amazon. Fuck their greed. I will find my shit elsewhere. Who is with me? I remember when the interwebs was a zygote and Amazon just sold some books. Suffice it to say, this makes me sad. Fuck Jeff Bezos. The guy is a greedy cunt. I hope his new Glen rocket loses control and flies right up his tight fucking arse and explodes. I will never buy another dildo from these monsters. Fuck this company and all you who worship his shit. Bezos, who hurt you? Typical of true dictators. #unionize now. Is a bit the same as China, is it not? Amazon owns the computers and all of the software, including email and user accounts, so no, they don't allow anti-Amazon things to be done on Amazon-owned equipment. Use your own computers, email accounts, and virtual event software if you want to speak out.